This is me reading a script for something that I wrote back 2012, 2013 called Heartbreak Hotel. It's a sitcom pilot script, kind of similar to It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia and Arrested Development. At least that was the target. I wrote it like 10 years ago, 10, 12 years ago, 10, 11 years ago. So yeah, I've not really read it since, really. Never really read it out loud, and it is really, really bad. But I just wanted to read it and record it. So, let's go. The pilot episode is called All I Want Is Power, so this kind of like sets up the whole show. Interior, hotel, lobby, morning. Rodeway Hotel is a lackluster and 12 room. It's lackluster with 12 rooms. Okay, explaining. I feel like I'm just being kind of efficient with words. Like, could have explained that kind of a lot better. Benjamin, 29, is out of shape. He is proud of being in charge, practicing his handshake in the mirror, leaves the manager office. As a receptionist, Charlotte, 38, mother of two, religious, runs through the sparse check-in folder, whilst Abby, 24, maid apron over her jeans, sits on the desk, chats on the hotel phone, getting in Charlotte's way. Joe, 28, Benjamin's brother, insecure yet arrogant, doesn't formally work at the hotel, plays with his stylish flat cap. Abby, coyly into hotel phone. The boss just walked in. I've talked about him a million times, you know, tall, dark, and Benjamin fixes his tie and tries concealing his smile about being, because he thinks he can be called handsome. Abby says, "You had a fat one, a cookie monster." Benjamin, conversation over. Benjamin hangs up for her. She takes out her mobile phone instead. And Abby, how am I supposed to maintain a social life at work now? Benjamin, what do you expect me to say? I apologise for stopping you from insulting me at work on the very phone I pay for. Abby, it's a good start, Ben. And you're not your mum, so stop acting as if. Clearly, so the mum is like the owner of the hotel. I should fire you. You've never displayed people skills to anyone. F off, you can't. Your dead mum's sister is the executor of this place. Okay, so, continuing. What do you expect me to say? I apologise for stopping you from insulting me at work on the very phone I pay for. It's a good start, Ben. This is Abby. And you're not your mum, so stop acting as if. Benjamin, I should fire you. You never displayed people skills to anyone. Abby, F off, you can't. Your dead mum's sister is the executive tour of this place. Charlotte says, I'll tell you she's doing something sneaky. Blaming not reading the will for 2 months on hair emergencies. Joe, she's superficially mean, and I think that ugly fat ass can die. Abby, I specifically, not specifically, came in early at 10 today, and she's got the gall to be late for the will reading. Benjamin, you know you're contracted to be in at 7 every morning, cleaning and no phones at work. And no phones at work, yeah. Ben takes the mobile, but she pulls out another and texts. Did I say 10? I mean 10:05. That's even later. And Joe, stop fanning about with that cap. Joe, I just bought it. It gives me a confidence that never flakes. Right? Thoughts? Not all at once. Charlotte, the stitching looks a tad off. Joe takes the hat off, bins it, and gets up to leave. Joel, anyway I'm gone, I've got plans. Benjamin, masturbating to loose women eating Cheerios doesn't count as plans. Joe sits quietly down. Joe, it's not always Cheerios. Benjamin, I'm here and I'm pissed with Aunt Terry as much as you are. And if you like the hat, wear the hat. Being spineless isn't unattractive. Benjamin sees Aunt Terry, mid-40s, expensive suit, sleazy, enter with a young male 20 of handsome Mediterranean descent. Why Mediterranean? No idea. Benjamin continues, quality. Aunt Terry, we've missed you. You look amazing. Who's the hot new boyfriend? Terry offers a handshake, but she pulls out, leaving Ben's hand awkwardly midair. To disguise the fail, he rubs his nose. Aunt Terry, stop talking, babe. These are my nephews. Say hello, be quick. Terry's hand shuts the young male's lips before he can speak. Shh, time is money. So how about we cross over to Baron Court? Interesting, Baron Court is actually a station in London. Did I know that? It's a tube station on the Piccadilly line. But at the time I was at uni, so I would never have ever gone on that train line. Who knows? Well, Joe, but they're at Rather Hotel. Aunt Terry, your hotel scores below Abbey Grabe. Is that Guantanamo? No? I don't know. Abbey Grabe on TripAdvisor. You have no rivals. Charlotte, we'll stay in here. Internal hotel dining room later. Aunt Terry reading the will. Her young male, Joel and Ben, sit around the table whilst Abby and Charlotte stand behind. Joe, we should write June 12th in our diary, as the day Aunt Terry finally took her claws out of her hotel. Aunt Terry, she's left you boys 45% each. Be glad. Be glad. And you think I liked being guardian of her estate? My sister died, goddammit. I haven't spent a coin, goddammit. Aunt Terry slams her fist on the table, revealing her expensive gold watch on her wrist. Benjamin, is that a Rolex? Is it new? Aunt Terry, okay, one Rolex to make me feel good inside just for one short second. That's not how an executor works. They don't get to spend money out of the hotel. Oh, out of the will. Benjamin, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to, Abby. Just adding, my dad ran over a dog when I was 6. It gets easier. Aunt Terry, are you comparing a dog to my sister? You know what? Look, my closest friend died. Aunt Terry bangs her hand onto the table to reveal a thick, shiny, expensive diamond, base it on the other wrist. Okay, 2 purchases, but they weren't just for me. You don't get to spend money. I mean, the executor of a will, you don't get to spend money at the will. That's how it works. The young male checks the time on his diamond encrusted Rolex. 10 more minutes left. The young male goes, Joe, 10 more what? Is he man escort? Aunt Terry, that's sick. Never. He's my son. Young male, roleplay will cost another £50. Everyone declines to discuss. Charlotte, bringing a rent boy to a will reading is as tacky as nothing. There is no comparison. Joel, I knew it. I recognise him from nowhere particular at all. Abby, I don't see the drama. Wills are there for spoiled people to get rich. It's already disgusting. I'll tell you, you're set to receive the remaining 10% stake. Abby, meeting over. Don't Perry on anyone? Charlotte, how can she deserve some? I've given this place 10 years. Jackie was sliding me up for promotion. I'll tell you, Abby's dumb thief parents left her with nothing but their jeans and their hereditary. Really? I don't remember buying these jeans, and here's the receipt. Abby empties her pockets and pulls out car keys. See, no, these are keys to a Fiat. These aren't mine, but I've come up trumps, and everyone said I was deluded in my marriage to Joe. Who's deluded now? What? They were married. Cool. Talk about dropping a bomb. Joe, we were engaged for 2 minutes. Abby, this just proves life's all about playing your cards right. Benjamin, it's right. Why would it be height? It's height. Abby, this proves life's all about playing your cards height. Benjamin, the saying is right. Why would it be height? Abby, poker. To all the cards win first. Aunt Terry, the papers will be ready to sign at the lawyers at 5, but I've got to hurry off. The young man drinks some of Ben's coffee to his annoyance. Benjamin, what's the hurry? Rolex out? Ben retakes the coffee and smugly drinks after his joke. Aunt Terry, no, we need to pick up our herpes prescription. They close at lunch. Classic humour of a 20-year-old. Be like, oh, STD, blah, blah, blah. And before Benjamin was the coffee back out. Benjamin, thank you for not mentioning that all of 5 seconds ago. Aunt Terry, finally, her last wish was for me to empty the till. It's in the will. They all tried to peer at the will, but Sherry tears it away. Joe, if the will names me boss, off my head, I've got big plans like haircuts while you sleep, or the next plan anyone says out loud. Well, I don't mind who's boss. I haven't really thought about the plans, though, through. Aunt Terry, evidently. And your mum said you. Yes, Terry. Terry, tell her a little thank you from me. Aunt Terry, she's dead. Aunt Terry leaves with her male escort in tow. Interior hobby lobby later. Benjamin sits around with Joel and Charlotte. Benjamin, why didn't she make me manager? Charlotte, you can be quite passive aggressive. Benjamin, I really value your input. It's not like I'm angry, but I breathe this hotel. I know everything that happens in here. Joe, that dildo's for research. I'm loving the dildo jokes. I was taking a phone call there. Joe, that dildo's for research. Mum didn't build this hotel by leaving indecisive morals in charge. Shit. She didn't tell us when to meet the lawyers. Benjamin, yes, he clearly said 5 today. Joe, 5 today. I know that, but it's 5 a.m. or p.m. I'll call or text. I'll decide later or now. Joe, as my deputies, you both have my ear, and I won't just hear what I want to hear. Joe, we can't allow you to be in charge another second. Joe raises his eyebrows. Answer already, I'm not telepathic, I won't let you down. Starting now, I will finish everything Joe the Butley leaves. Patch 22, handyman and intense look behind his eyes, enters looking roughed up with a bruise. Patch, sorry I'm late, boss. My mum's neighbour had just had her house broken into with her inside. Oh, Charlotte and Benjamin say, oh God, are you okay? Benjamin passes Benjamin £50 of an old purse. Pat, made some notes, here's what I owe. I would never lend you money. Pat, in the way you did. Benjamin, oh thank you, have a drink, sir. Benjamin passes Pat his coffee, stirs it with a knife. Charlotte, you are security, why do you brought a knife to work? Pat, cops took my flashbangs. He licks the coffee off his knife. Classic herpes in a decaf mocha latte, Frank. Now it's my turn, boy. Pat drops the cup, splashing latte everywhere. This is weird. Benjamin talks to an overweight guest with an upper lip hair. Sir, I'm sorry, I don't know where our chef is at the moment. Overweight guest, I'm a woman. Benjamin, really? I should not say really. The overweight guest walks away, annoyed. Abby enters. Abby, geez, it has feelings. Also, I maybe had the chef kind of section. Benjamin, you're a cleaner, you don't get to do that to my chef. Abby, I do, it's a bylaw, but like names, nylon, necklace, noodle. They're not laws, you're just saying words that start with N. Nope, no, that's still an N. No, she had delusions, schizophrenia. This is really, really bad. Schizophrenia, paranoia, and a million other secrets. I know she's hiding from me. She smashed my door at 2 a.m, spouting her man was somehow tied to my ceiling, so she had to go. Benjamin, oh God. It goes to show mental illness can affect anyone. Abby, no, I had her husband tied up to my ceiling, but she had no proof. She'd fill her house with photos of him and then expect me to keep my paws off. She was up herself. And then Abby building off Ben's reaction. I'll be off. There's a toilet that needs cleaning with my name on it. Abby limps away. Benjamin, you have to stop inking your name on the toilet. It's graffiti. Interior manager's office later. Joe settles into his new office, twiddling with the desk. He picks up a ruler, the company credit card, and wonders. Interior manager's office later. Joe settles into his new office, twiddling with the desk. He picks up a ruler, the company credit card, and wonders. Interior manager's office moments later. Ben knocks and enters to see Joe's lower half naked as he masturbates with a finger in his mouth. That's odd. Ben shows his eyes. Benjamin, whoa, Joe, got unlocked. Joe, I heard, but why didn't you use that secret knock we've never invented? Benjamin, if you heard me knock, then why not put your cock away? Joe, I was expecting 2 hookers. Benjamin, why would there be 2 hook? Joe, and I wasn't measuring my... That's what you think, what is this? This is so, like, infantile. Benjamin, I wasn't, but I do now. Joe, you have a voice in this hotel, so what is it? Benjamin, I appreciate... Joel, I'm talking. Before you go, when fully erect from the body, the tip, 8 is large, right? Do you just talk to me to beg with a massive grin? Joe talks to himself at his PC. Sweet, now how would one convert that to inches? Charlotte enters, yanks us up his pants. Take it back, you have a tiny cock. I didn't even talk. We've nailed 3 girls this year, so I care not. Don't research that, but last week I did one here. In my office, who? A man never tells, but yes, she had that weird Adam's apple, that deep sexy voice, you know, she was the one eating an egg. Joe, men don't have Adam apples. The light from Joe's face disappears. Charlotte, you know your hair looks puppy soft. Is that sullen professional? Joe smiles happy again. I've recently changed to wax. Now scram, because I give orders and never take them. Charlotte, that's an order. There's an order in the lobby, so get your hands off your cock and give you John Hancock. Ooh, an order. Charlotte mutters a rap. So, get your hands off your cock and give you John Hancock. Ben is confused why she is rapping. Charlotte, this is weird. I have a weird church battle. I have a church rap battle coming up. That is a sure winner, but how could you even have sex without a bed in here? How does that work? What the hell is this script? Why would she have a rap battle? Benjamin, this is a joke, right? Charlotte, yeah, sure, a funny joke. Joe rubs himself again. He notices them. Are you still here? This is Joe. Interior, hotel lobby, moments later. A delivery man, 35. I don't know why the age matters. It's a delivery man. You can hire any actor to do this if this was back in the day. Delivery man, 35, waits with a trolley of 8 boxes stacked high with Joe, Benjamin and Charlotte inquiring. I think there's been a mistake. Delivery man, no, 100 bahts a box, 8 boxes, it's your order. This is like, probably was like COVID back in 2012. Joe, okay, so 8 is a prime number, then 100, I was born in 85. Benjamin, you bought 800 flying fox bats. Joe, it's not my fault, I only wanted 750. Benjamin, you genuinely wanted 750 bats. Are you the superhero, the Batman? Joe, I used to eat 3 meals a day when I sailed the Amazon in Egypt. And anyway, I paid all the costs with the company account. Joe signs for it, the delivery man leaves. Assuming that was bat meat, it causes excessive dementia. Joe, blah blue blah, I'm kidding. I don't have dementia. You thought I was going to forget what I was. Charlotte Waite talking about? What are you talking about? And that's Joe. What are you talking about? Benjamin, I also take charge instead of you. You always get overboard. Joe, I know how to scale basic numbers, and so stop suffocating me like you always have. You make me want to fly 1 billion miles to Scotland. Benjamin, Scotland is only 200 miles away. Joe, yeah, like I'm about to fall for that. You have to get up pretty early to get one over on Joe. Joe turns away, slips on the coffee and falls down. Why is there coffee? Wasn't the coffee spilt in the lobby? Apparently there's just coffee on the floor everywhere. Actually, has a look with Charlotte from behind the reception. Maybe he placed it. Pat's placed it there. I don't know. Pat arrives behind Abby as she cleans up the suite. This is in a bedroom ensuite later on. Pat, good. You're already in my office. Abby, it's a dirty toilet. Pat, meeting opener. You're on a stake in this hotel, yet you still take the shit jobs. Abby, that's debatable. Pat, you are wiping shit from a wall. Abby, trust me, it's definitely mud. Abby licks it. It reports her. Abby, mud, see, winner. Patch, winner. You just ate mud. Don't you have any dreams? Abby, yeah, mostly at night when I sleep. Abby turns to see Patrick's trousers down, t-shirt off, sitting on the toilet, beginning to poop. Abby is shocked. Abby says, unhygienic, I eat soup in here. Patch, I'll poop in the office when I want. Business talk, since Joe's taken charge, this hotel's been sinking with the managers cracking. Oh, he'll get the hang. Harry says he'll get the hang. If I had 5p for every time I failed math, I'd have 36p, and look at me, I have a job. It's just so irrelevant. It's just like, you don't need to, like, why is she talking about maths? No, the hotel has literally sunk 6 inches on the north side. Abby, you can't believe the movements of the sea under the earth on Joe. Patch pulls up his trousers and passes the sink, so everyone's an idiot in this. Abby, aren't you gonna wash your hands or wipe for that matter? Patch, it was just number 2. You can be a number 1. There's a powered vacuum. Joe being named manager in the world doesn't mean shit. Your share is the swing vote. You're the kingmaker here, and I think you could run this place. It'd be better for everyone. I like there's just like no context about why she. Actually, no, I think because she had poor parents. Abby, you're odd, and I never saw before, but you're very manipulative. Patch touches Abby's shoulder with his poop hands. No, I'm not. Abby, of course you're not. A woman 38 with her baby enters the room. Patch sucks in his gut and puffs out his chest. I thought this was Patch. I thought this was a vacant room. Woman, what do you think? Those child's toys were on the bed. A ghost's toys? Why is this woman probably like sassy? Like, this is another character. Patch, a different kind of toy. You should wash toes twice in bleach. Joe's been putting toys up his arse. Standard. Patch and Abby walk, leaving all her cleaning chemicals. Woman, are you just leaving these chemicals in here? What if my baby opened one and drank from it? Patch, it's cool, we have tons of spares. Interior bedroom 5. Later, Abby changes the bed to reveal the bed is soaked in urine. She sighs. Benjamin and Charlotte enter. The stench is too much. Benjamin, God, it reeks like Godzilla's dick in here. So everyone's just like rude and talks about sex and stuff. Charlotte, we want a private moment with you. Abby unbuttons her clothes and slips off her shoes. Abby, if it means keeping my job, 10 minutes, we'll go gentle. I got finger banged by a guy with a hook with a hand. You misheard me there. Charlotte, no, we came for a sensitive talk about your performance at work. Abby, has Joe told you I scout bedding from here for my flat? It's a lie. Charlotte, no, it's not. What? Wait, about that? Nothing. It's about a backhander. Abby, I guess you found out I sleep here at night most nights. Benjamin, we just said it's about a backhander. Wait, you sleep at the hotel? Abby, only when I'm not awake. Charlotte, how would you like a sweetener if you crown Ben over Joe? Support for him to be the new boss. Abby almost daydreams as she considers the proposition. Patch off screen. It'd be better for everyone. Be better for... Abby says, Patch, get lost. Real Patch is loomed at the door, then moves away. Benjamin, so can we shaking it? Shaking it. But Abby, so are you trying to get me to screw over Joe because my mum made this word up called loyalty? It means... No, that's actually a word, and I'm sorry. You and Joe were engaged, and maybe there's still feelings. Abby, on one condition. Charlotte, no. Abby, I'm still in. Benjamin, that was really easy. Abby, I'm really weak-minded. Benjamin, in normal voice, don't put yourself down like that. Abby, quietly, sorry, stop screaming at me. Abby flips the urine-soaked mattress and goes to walk out. At a hotel that gets an unusual high rate of bed rating, please tell me you don't always just flip the mattress. Abby, do you want me to lie or tell you that is all I ever do? Benjamin, except anywhere in this hotel and it smells like R. Kelly stayed. Topical, that was... This was before, when he got in prison. This is like, everyone knew he pissed on girls and there's some video back in the day. This is like 2007, I knew that. Abby, do you want me to lie or tell you that? Stuff like that. Abby, next you're going to say, Abby changed the bath towels before new guest. I can't think of his last name, but you're so Hitler right now. Charlotte, Adolf, and you don't change the bath towels? Abby, and what am I supposed to do? Invent a magical machine where you throw magic pixie dust onto sheets and they transform into clean ones like a dishwasher but for fabric. Benjamin, that's exactly what you meant to do. How do you not know what a dishwasher is? How do you know what a dishwasher is but not what a washing machine, which is what you just invented? Never mind, just find me in 10 when you're done with this. Abby, very dramatic. Fine, but make it 20. You're misunderestimating my ability to waste time at work. Okay, so bedroom 12. Later, Benjamin settles a husband and wife into their hotel room. I will bid you adieu, and this isn't just a useless platitude when I say I am at your beck and call. Abby enters peeling off her clothes, and she sees the couple. Abby, Ben, you wanted that private word? Realising, and I didn't think you meant sex for my job again. Really? I swear everything relates down to sex for the job. Husband, on hearing sex. Hello? Benjamin, so this is kind of a private conversation type thing. You want us to leave? That would be great. You can leave You're bagged if you want. That's called hospitality. Wife? No, it's not. Or, however it's pronounced. Abby says that. The appalled husband and wife tentatively leave the room. Benjamin. Okay, so when the hotel gets signed over, no one has a clear majority. But with you handing me your 10%, I will be the undisputed boss. Abby. Great deal. Can I sign up twice? Reversed or whatever psychology won't stand with me. Benjamin, don't deal with me, see if I care. Abby, show me the dotted line, but I'm well out of your price range. Ben holds up a small vial of nail polish. Benjamin, I found this used door nail polish. Abby grabs it from him, instantly sniffs it. Abby, I'm in, but it's pronounced Dior, or I don't know how it's even pronounced. Dior. Have an ounce of class, Ben. So, what's Patch's part in this? Benjamin, his part in this? Abby, like, what's Patch doing here? Benjamin, nothing. He's creepy. He keeps me the chills. Maybe I'll fire him. Reveal Patch cramped on top of the wardrobe behind Ben. Seriously, Patch? Seriously? Creepy? You think I'm creepy? Gives you the chills? Benjamin, not proving otherwise. How long have you been up there? Patch shouts. Mentally for hours, physically 20 minutes. But I would have stayed all night because I'm as quiet as Matt and as agile as he tries to descend. Patch's legs cramp up and he crashes. Patch, cramp, I got cramp. Give me exactly 60 seconds. Interior, bedroom 12, 70 seconds later. Text on screen, 70 seconds later. Patch is still bent over in pain. Cramp. Cramp duration is difficult to predict, like if a specific swimming pool permits extended masturbation. Extended masturbation. 1 more minute. Jump cut. 2. Interior, bedroom 12, 2 minutes later. Text on screen, another 2 minutes later. Abby paints her nails with the Dior nail polish. Patch. I want it in, or I'm telling Joe. Benjamin, as a joke. What are you, high? Patch, just cocaine, and you treat me like squirrel shit. So in return for my silence, everyone swears in this. Everyone speaks the same. Everyone's scumbag. So in return for a silence, I want a china statue of me, but make it 8 times life size, just so we don't get mixed up. Benjamin, do you also require pine cone flakes sewn into women's underwear delivered once a week? Another sexual joke, standard. I don't know how I came up with that. Patch, that as well, but wait till July as I already do have a standing contract for that. Lame. Benjamin, we can find a boilerplate contract outline. This is all against my better judgment, but I did recently binge The Wire after one episode. So I did actually watch The Wire around the time of writing this, back in like 2012. And I didn't like the first episode. And I stopped it. And I restarted it. I was like, oh my god, The Wire is the best show ever. Continue reading. Interior, manager's office, later. Ben, Abby and Patch finally finished signing a contract. On the desk. Patch offers his hand to shake, but Ben is hesitant. Benjamin, no disrespect, but I would rather lick out a 50... See, everyone's gross. I'd rather lick out a 50-odd homeless dude than touch your hand. Patch, thanks for telling him, Abby. Abby, I didn't say anything. Patch, under a bridge is basically a house, even if she had no upper teeth. Benjamin, I was just making a joke. Let's just salute and be done. The deal weird try salute with Patch taking it so serious he gets teary-eyed. Patch walks out with an imaginary rifle. Benjamin, now we just have to keep a hush around Joe. Then I'll be running this hotel. Can you keep it secret? Abby, please. If I was a secret agent, I'd be the most famous one in the world. Catwalks, endorsements, Benjamin, but can you keep it secret? Abby, yeah, Joe won't have a clue. Smash cut 2. Interior, local spot and gym spot, later. Abby, in normal clothes, is eating bat wings, schemes with Joe, in a towel and a face pack. Spa staff tends to him. Joe, I have one secret, one guess. You grew a baby foot on your back? That's your, Abby, that's your lead. Ben said he wants to form a pact, combining mine and his shares to be the majority. That doesn't sound like him at all. I know, I'm terrible at men's voices. We need to set this quick. This is Joe. I'll offer to split my shares with you, and this is also unexpected. So cold of him. I hate this. Joe's smiling nonchalantly, takes a contract and pen out of his robe. I don't know, why is he like giving away shares? I'm planning to. Abby, then why are you smiling and have a contract ready? There's signed papers to freeze Ben out. Found a lawyer in the hospital when Mum said she had cancer. Abby gives him a severely cold look. That sounds like I'm a terrible son. But I bought her the most powerful chemo pills online. I always slunk them into her food. I pretty much overdosed her with them, but I guess some cancers can't be cured. Weren't it heart disease he was diagnosed with? Long pause as Joe pieces together what he may have done. Abby, he might have killed his own mum. Abby signs the contract to interrupt Joe's dark thoughts. Abby says, I'll just sign this. Joe, the hotel will all be mine. Abby, ours. You're saying mine when you mean ours. Why are you whispering? Joe, mine, I, myself, same thing. Ben needs to know there's only room for one man in this house. The sparse laugh rips back from Joe's body and a single tear drops down his face. Abby, is that a tear? Joe, no, I'm just allergic to your stupid questions, that's all. Keep the contract safe from Ben till 5 p.m. Look after it with your life. Abby, done. My hands are safe as a house. Abby takes the contract and catches the flame for a second on a lit candle. Abby, it's a firehouse, maybe. You just won't catch me snitching, because snitches end up in ditches. Abby takes on a mobile phone. Joe, stop texting it on your phone. Abby, it's Twitter, but from now, no more snitching. Smash, cut, 2. Interior, local spa and gym. Men's changing rooms, minutes later. Abby schemes to someone off screen. The location is unclear. Someone whose name rhymes with Tenjamin. This is Abby. Rhymes with Tenjamin. Is planning to take you down, but if you give me half your shares, we can. Reveal it's Joe she's talking to. Joe. Benjamin. I know. We literally just signed a pact 2 minutes ago, and what are you doing here? This is the men's... Reveal there in the men's changing rooms. Joe stripped off to get changed. So they're so dumb. She's so dumb, apparently, that she tries to do a plot with the person she did a plot with. Interior various hotel rooms later. Joe walks through the empty hotel searching for anyone. Interior manager's office moments later. In the slanted, cracking office, Ben stands with his back to the door, looking pensively out the window. Someone enters. Benjamin, Jolie, Joe. I've been expecting you, and I know you're thinking. You find it hard working under me, but all humans are the Maker's children. Benjamin turns to see not Joe, but Pat standing there. Benjamin, why are you even here? Haven't you got a bag of dicks to choke on? Actually. This is like, everyone's just so mean. Interior manager's office, moments later. Joel enters the office as Ben, with his back to the door, receives a text on his phone. Quickly puts it away, pause. Benjamin, Joe, I've been expecting you. Joe, what are you doing in my office? And why do you have Patch in the hallway? He probably texts you, and you do know he has your number now. Benjamin, I did not think of that, and he isn't. Joe, he's right behind me. Reveal Patch awkwardly lurking at the door, looking away. Patch in a whispered voice, hey, I'm just here to car you. Patch smashes his phone against the door frame repeatedly to a pulpit and moves into the room fully. Benjamin, it's not him. I just have a sixth sense of predicting and anticipating the immediate future. The hotel subsides a little more, tipping Ben into a 6-foot-tall plant. Ben, why does it matter how tall the plant is? Ben recovers. Joe, why into a plant? Joe smiles overtly. Benjamin, why are you smiling like you've pissed in a pool? Whose pool have you been pissing in? Joe slowly turns to exit. Joe, no one's, as I'm going to walk out this door, because I'm worried that if I keep talking, I will reveal that I'm in a pact with Abby to freeze you out. Shit on a screw. Joel, almost at the door 3, winces and kicks the door. Benjamin, she's doing the exact same thing with me. Oh my god. Didn't mean to say oh my god. But why? She must be trying to use us to position herself at higher stake in the business. The snake. Joe. Yeah, the snake. I know, but it's too late. We both signed away our rights. Benjamin. Oh, we're screwed. We're screwed. We're going to be working for Abby. Pat, maybe the FBI Maybe the FBI helped her. It's a conspiracy. Benjamin, someone's paranoid much. Pat, this is the same Abby who thought when pizza doesn't get eaten, it becomes pizza ghosts. Benjamin, with certainty, the FBI were involved. Joe hyperventilates into a leather collapsible briefcase. Joe, she's gonna have us all doing her, I have no idea what she does around here. I've never seen her work. Is she a lampshade? Benjamin, she's Kaiser Soze us. What, Joe? Kaiser Soze, what? Benjamin, she's the Kevin Spacey evil genius. This is pre-Kevin Spacey. External park, same time. Abby limps through the park in an unusual suspect's homage, but it turns out she's been wearing odd, uneven shoes all day. So hard reading all this. Okay. Back in the manager's office, Benjamin, John, and Pat as they were. Benjamin, the police lined him up with the rest of the usual suspects. Great reference. What's the film called? I don't know. It's a confusing film. I've only seen it 5 times. Joe, can we focus? I've only became the boss today, and I can't lose it now. Benjamin, problem solved. You see, I only gave her nail polish, so I have the majority now. Joe, how does that help my situation? Benjamin, I guess it doesn't, but I'm good, which is good for me. Joe, but you got swindled by. So how does someone who swindles someone for a bunch of stuff then accepts nail polish or something else? It just makes no sense. Guess it just doesn't mean I'm a good thing. But you just got swindled by Abby and Pat. One of them bleeds from the groin once a month, and the other is my ex-lover. Help me. That's Patch. That's inconclusive. A bike chain tore off my foreskin last week, and it's bled ever since. How does that even happen? Okay, Joe. Gross. I have an idea. Benjamin, brother, I help you, but are you thinking what I'm thinking? Joe, think it's time Mariah Carey and Nicki Minaj both hatchet? So I'm guessing they were arguing with each other 12 years ago. Benjamin, no, about our situation. There's only one thing we can do. Patch. Pat smashes the whiskey bottle on the desk to make a weapon. Patch, I hear you loud and clear. We have to kill them both. Benjamin, my idea was that you go pull the reception phone into here, or we should go into there and then lure her back here to burn the contracts. Pat, it's good, but it sounds risky. Let's stick to my one first. Joe, Joe, are you even listening? Pussyfart. Pat, I think either will work. I kind of edited out some of those words. Benjamin, all except one of them, you lose your statue. Internal hotel lobby, minutes later. Ben dials in Abby's number on the reception phone with Joe. So what voice are you going to use? Benjamin, curveball, probably my own. Joe, you need to disguise your voice, like in the movies, like Scottish. Good aim, mate. Kangaroo shrimp. So obviously she's doing it in like an Australian accent, but wasn't even Scottish. Benjamin, no idea. Why would I want her to think she's talking to a kangaroo? This is serious, not to be taken lightly. As Abby walks through the park, her silly ringtone cuts the tension. She dances and realises people are watching. Abby, hey, what's up? Intercut phone conversation. Benjamin, in a terrible Irish accent. It's Benjamin. Abby, Ben, that was like terrible accent because I didn't even try. Abby, Ben, is that you? How does she know? Abby, are you inside the hotel? Abby, Ben said his name. Wait, how do I know it's you and not an impersonator? What's the code word? It's better safe than not safe. Benjamin, it's me. Abby, nailed it. So what is it? Benjamin, could you come to the hotel just so we can iron out a few issues? Abby hangs up. Joe, do you think her phone cut out? Call her back. Ben just stares at his Joe. Joe, oh, I'm the idiot. That Irish accent was faking in Colin Farrell's, or so he calls himself. Ben and Joe are all seated in awkward silence. B, how could you do this to us? You take all your relationships for granted, and I considered you my ex-fiance. Joe, I was going to say employee, but I guess ex-fiance applies also. Abby, life's been tough recently. Money, love, earth, wind and fire. Great band. Shoes are getting flimsier. Breaking Bad's over. I guess this is in 2013. Breaking Bad finished. My ex-mother-in-law to be died. Well, I was gonna say ex-employee, but I guess ex-fiance also applies also. So blah blah blah. Benjamin, sorry for your loss. Wait, she's my mum. You can't hijack her tragedy. Abby, going behind your back and eating that soup I found has made me sick. You're too clever. You're too clever. I just can't get a trick behind you. No more tricks. Pause. Behind you. Benjamin, I'm not going to fall for that. I have 6 cents. Benjamin tries to sneak a sly look behind him, only to see Patch and Charlotte now clapping. That's slow clapping behind them. Are you slow clapping? Benjamin, are you slow clapping yourself? Charlotte, I orchestrated every last second today. I had Patch impart a few words to each of you. Patch, the puppet master got stuck into your minds like a loose sausage. What? It's so bad. Yeah, it was Patch who told me I could run the hotel. Yeah, it's Patch who told me I could run the hotel. I'm sorry, Patch nods. Benjamin. And it was Patch who told me to freeze you out, Joe. I take full responsibility when I say here's the blame. Joe. And it was Patch who talked me into fingering your girlfriend and blaming it on Mr. Murray back in 7th grade. Also, is this America? Is this England? Who knows? Patch. When you were in school, I was busy landing boats and clouds, and I've only known you for 2 months. Benjamin, that's not true, but Joe. My teacher had his house burnt down and got paralysed by a lynch mob. How do you live with yourself? Joe, in a 1-bed flat with ready meals. Patch, also, as a safety net, I did drain your car of most of its brake fluid. Benjamin, how would killing me help you? Patch, I would inherit the hotel. Benjamin, that is not how inheritance law works. We aren't related, thank God. It's kind of funny how that sounds, but we'll talk about this later. Benjamin Patch Ralph's Benjamin business card. This garage is in Scotland. You want to drive all the way up there? Exactly. Why am I talking about 7th grade in this script, and then talking about a garage in Scotland? You want us to drive all the way up there? Because that makes no sense. Because you can't drive to Scotland from America. So did I just hear carpool? Joe, I feel bad about what I've done. Patch, that may just be the listeria I contaminated your sandwiches with. So people are psychotic killers, everything in here. Joe, you can't mess with your masters like that. How familiar are you to with employment law? Because courtesy of it, F off, you're fired. Charlotte, is that land or maritime law? Is Charlotte... That's already 10 times more. That's already 10 times more than you know. Is this land or maritime law? Is Charlotte an idiot? I don't get in this. Joe, that's already 10 times more than I know. What did you do? Why did you do this to us? Charlotte, if your mum gone, I had to teach you all an important lesson. This hotel has so much more potential. You could be so much only if Benjamin leaves with his phone. Benjamin, sorry, I've got to take this. Charlotte, that didn't even ring, but doesn't matter because you two have raw, moldable promise. I've enjoyed this strategy playing rock, paper, scissors. Why would they do that? It makes no sense. It's just a bad script. I've enjoyed this strategy playing rock, paper, scissors. Joe, you're not my boss. I'm my own man. I can grow a beard. I'm tough. Joe sits from a disposable cup of water to spit it out. Joe, this isn't room temperature. Aunt Terry and lawyer 40 in smart suit enter. Let's go in. I'm near the end. Almost done with this script. Internal, lawyer's office, moments later. The lawyer hands Joe the final contract on desk with Abby, Ben, Charlotte and Patch standing around. As a legal document, I would advise you take your time and read it thoroughly before you. Joe and Abby are signed it, and I dotted the P's. Joel and Abby, having signed it, pass it to Ben. Benjamin, I guess I may as well. Ben signs it, then the lawyer takes it and leaves. I'll just get a few copies made. I've got to bounce like a ball. That sounded cool in my head. But I advise you don't answer the doors or your phones from now on. Abby, already doing that. Why though? Aunt Terry, someone's been fleecing the hotel behind your mother's back. Simply put the hotel in a lot of debt, and the debt is now your debt. Joe, we're going to turn this hotel around. We will lock our doors. We won't answer our phones to prove you wrong. Benjamin, how much money has the hotel got left to run on? How much can the hotel run for? Aunt Terry, 20 minutes, give or take, if you're here all day. Here, who's manning the hotel? Everyone stumped as Aunt Terry leaves. Sorry, this is a new beginning. Pat, Can I read into this and say that we are now all friends? Benjamin, you read too deep into things. Pat, just so I'm clear, that isn't a reference to quote my younger brother said to my mum 2 years before my birth. I guess it's really deep. Benjamin, too deep. Pat, cool, I've got to scatter some dog shit around the front porch to scare away the cats. Abby, you want to come with? No fake excuses. Abby, you repulse me. Pat, sounds legit, maybe next time. Benjamin reaches into his inner jacket pocket for a speech. Benjamin, it's time I'd like to make a speech on mine and Joe's behalf. Reveal as Ben looks behind to see everyone's disappeared. Patch is hidden behind chair. Benjamin, Pat, I can see your hand. Well, that completed, and that was not good. That was really bad, hard read, weird, makes no sense. Yeah, that's me done. Thank God.